Alright guys, real quick before we get started, I want to share something with you. So anyways, me and one of my lady friends, we were driving down the road the other day in my truck, and I was doing it. I already know it's terrible, and I got reminded again, but I was looking at my phone while I was driving down the road, and I'm actually kind of glad it happened because I haven't done it since. But anyways, I was using my phone, and all I seen was an arm come across and push the steering wheel, and I lurched up and looked, and I was about to go off the road. And anyways, she blurts out at me. She said, "What the hell is so important that you can't wait until we're parked?" And we looked down, and I was using the Robinhood app. It's a terrible story, really. I shouldn't have been driving around and texting at the same time. But anyways, I wanted to share this with you guys. Check out the shirt she ordered me right here. Huh? Do you like that? I got a Robinhood shirt. So I'm pretty proud of that. I thought it was really cool. Just wanted to share it with the channel. I have no idea where she ordered it from, but I'll text her quick and ask her. Maybe she can get a link. If she sends me a link, guys, I will put it down in the comments section in case you want one. Alright, so Aurora Cannabis, guys, this news article was printed at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. So anyways, I'm just going to read it because it has all the quarter 1 results. But Aurora Cannabis up 4% on quarter 1 results, guys. I thought Aurora knocked it out of the park, okay? This is like what I mentioned. Of course, obviously, we did not get the price action we wanted in the stock today. The short sellers did, but the long-termers did not. And like I said, that had nothing to do with their earnings report. It was because the overall market pulled back so hard today. I think we lost 600 points on the Dow today, and I think the NASDAQ dropped about 200 points. But anyways, all of that aside, it is still critical that we cover the Aurora Cannabis quarter 1 earnings report. So let's just check it out. Aurora Cannabis quarter 1 results. Their revenues, guys, was $29.7 million. So that is up 262%. And $24.6 million, guys, that's 237% up. Outstanding, you know, very, very commendable. And guys, there's not a lot of companies that can put up this kind of growth percentage wise, you know, quarter to quarter. So they definitely delivered. You know, that's what I talked about the other night, was that in order for these stocks to grow, they're going to remain, you know, fundamentally overvalued. But if they produce, you know, huge, massive quarterly revenue growth, then the stock is going to continue to stay strong and grow, and we definitely got that out of Aurora, okay? Their net income was $104.2 million, and quick assets was $147.8 million. So that's 65% increase, okay? Active registered medical patients of 67,484, up 250% from Q1 2018. So the shares did run up a little bit. Let's go over the chart and take a look at that. Alright guys, this is the one-day chart of Aurora, and as you can see right here, in pre-market and right at market open, this would have been a great short today. I did not short Aurora today, but I shorted a lot of other stocks, and man, you could have really picked up some quick cash on this thing. But as you can see right here at market open, the stock was run up very, very nicely. And then it just lost all of its gains, like I said, due to the overall pressure of the stock market. The stock dipped down as low as $6.68, did recover a little bit as the afternoon went on, and as you can see towards the afternoon, it did grow a little bit stronger, but actually closed the day at about a 4.5% loss. So that is kind of discouraging that, you know, you come out, have a huge earnings report like that, and the stock still falls on the day. But Aurora Cannabis investors should be very happy, and this is very bullish for the stock, guys. And again, we've been getting a lot of these over the past 2 months, but today I just look at this pullback as another good opportunity to buy into Aurora. Alright guys, so I do want to briefly touch on this. Now, I'm going to mention this. I'm probably going to make another video, maybe over the next couple of days, about people being emotional when we're talking, socializing about stocks, and when we're trading stocks. And I'm going to talk about all of the kind of the dangers and kind of the way you limit yourself by doing that. So in my comment section, I know I was in Investing Hustler. I watched his video, made a comment, and noticed some of the incoming comments. And it seemed like everywhere I turned today, guys, the comments and the response to this news article, guys, people get very, very emotional and angry when, Citron or Andrew Left, either one of those names get brought up. And I just want to make a quick point, guys, is that, you really have to try not to be emotional. I see people, I hate him, I hate Citron, this is terrible company. I can't believe the things they say and do about this. And I get it. I understand. Especially if you're passionate about the Canadian cannabis industry, which I am. And there's a lot of my friends and a lot of creators that I talk to. They're also very passionate about it. But keep your emotions in check, okay? When something like this comes out, we still have to observe it. We still have to analyze it. We don't have to believe it, and we don't have to agree with it, but we do need to observe it, and it is an important article to, keep, kind of in our Rolodex of thoughts. You got to read into these stories, guys, and take what you need off. If you just, black and white, I hate that guy, and I hate Citron, and F them, and all this kind of negativity and stuff, guys, unfortunately, I think, you're not being objective as an investor, and, you have to continue to do that, okay? You have to continue to be objective and not emotional. So, Citron's Andrew Left expects Canadian cannabis names to fall. Now, I think everybody is already very familiar with that. He famously come out against Cron. Cron run up big a few months ago, and he come out and gave them a $3 price target. Everybody's familiar with Andrew Left, okay? He's shorting all of these Canadian cannabis companies, and what he thinks is that when the U.S. companies go public over the next few years, it will make these Canadian companies laughable by market cap. Now, let's stop right there. First off, marijuana is still not legal in the United States. So, that is definitely a possibility, but that falls into the category of speculation, okay? It has not happened yet. There's not even any news that would tell us that that's about to happen anytime soon, other than maybe Jeff Sessions getting booted. Outside of that, guys, from a country standpoint, the U.S. has made no plans to legalize marijuana, across the whole U.S. So, from where this news article stands right now, like I said, now we're dealing with speculation. We're dealing with things that may or may not even happen. The U.S. could legalize pot tomorrow, and they could not do it for 25 years. My kids might not even see it. You never know. You never know, okay? So this kind of falls into the speculative category there. That comment certainly does. And then this next thing, the cannabis trade is a perfect trade because the cannabis trade is a non-branded, no-moat megatrend. Now, I do have a little bit of agreement with that, okay? It is non-branded, and it is just a huge super megatrend. So, if a big U.S. company was to IPO and, immediately show great earnings, that could, like I said, kind of push some of these Canadian companies out of the way someday. And it seems like, as far as the stock market goes, every company that gets the marijuana or cannabis stigma attached to it immediately starts running off of the speculation, okay? So, I'm not saying that statement is true. I'm saying there is a little bit of logic in that statement. So, these two bullets right here, guys, these are the two I really want to focus on right now. So, Andrew Left come out and says that he kept his short position in Tilray going into earnings. And then he said through the recent rally, on the expectation that when the IPO lockup expires, the double float will force the share price down. Now, within that, there's probably a little bit of logic. Now, tomorrow's earnings, okay? The market is not in good shape. I would love to wake up tomorrow and see some green trends, but I'm not expecting it. I'm honestly anticipating another red day. It seems like everything is very negative right now. But that's a pretty bold move, holding his short position in Tilray, going in earnings. Now, let me just say this, though. Let me just say this in the defense of everybody else. It's like, where is this guy's transparency at? Okay? What price is he short on Tilray at? You know, if he shorted them when they was up at $250 and $300, then yeah, I mean, yeah, he's doing very, very well in that position. But where's his transparency? You know, what prices did he short Tilray at? What prices did he short, you know, any of these companies at? And I would like to see some proof that he's holding these short positions. So that's another thing too. An analyst can come out and make a rating all day long. For all we know, they might not even hold those stocks, and they very well might. But I have not seen like the Citron short sellers account. It's not like it's posted somewhere and you can just go look at it. Maybe it is. And guys, if you know where that is, tell me down in the comment section, because I would really like to go and see that. So anyways, that's another thing to keep in mind too, though. In January, the IPO lockup expiration on Tilray will expire. So the underwriters can leave the company if they want to. Okay, so that is in January. That's another thing to kind of be anticipating about Tilray. You know, the big banks and the big underwriters behind Tilray could sell all their shares and leave in January. So you could see the price go down massively, and you could honestly see it run up. I've seen it work out both ways many times before. And then this right here, guys, he has no position in Canopy Growth. So let's take these two things right here and kind of look at it. He obviously is not brave enough to short Canopy. So he, you know, from this, what we can tell is that he feels as though Canopy is probably the strongest company out there. Okay, so from that statement, guys, we can only really surmise that he believes Canopy Growth is not the kind of company you want to be shorting, and I probably agree with him on that. And again, like I said, shorting Tilray into earnings, you know, that's really a coin flip. That's really a big coin flip, because Tilray is explosive in both directions. So, you know, if Tilray has better than expected numbers, like I said, this thing could run, if the market got behind it and really started pushing these stocks, Tilray could run to 200 in a blink of an eye. So, you know, I definitely am not going to be short tomorrow going into the Tilray earnings report. And, you know, like I said, Aurora had a great earnings report today, but it just did not work out with the stock price because the market was down so dramatically today. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you're thinking. You know, comment on that Aurora cannabis earnings report. That thing was outstanding. I was really impressed with it, guys. And anyways, thanks for watching the video.